also very thankful to all the participants we have today with us for taking out time to share their insights and perspectives on this very important topic, the age of disruption in financial crime compliance, meeting challenges and optimizing opportunities. After more than 4 years of hard work by all the concerned stakeholders, we are finally out of the great list. This is definitely a moment to celebrate, but the fight is not over yet. It is the time that we sustainably continue to take on these challenges through optimizing the opportunities it presents. In my view, it is of utmost importance that we continue to align ourselves with the global standards and best practices through continued vigilance and optimizing our frameworks, tools, technologies, and talent. Our panel discussion today will revolve around how can we meet these challenges in the light of emerging trends, and the impacts from geopolitical conflicts and the economic vulnerabilities that we are currently facing. I will start the discussion with my first question from Abad. Abad, I know you have another commitment and you have to leave early, so my question to you first. We are witnessing a major people challenge with resources having specialized skills very scarcely available, particularly in the areas of financial crime, data modeling and analytics, as well as technology. What are your suggestions based on your experience on how we can navigate these resource constraints at the industry as well as institutional levels? And also, what are your views about implementing a risk-based approach in the financial crime compliance, particularly in alert investigation, to increase productivity and efficiency with the resource constraints we already have? Thank you, Abad.
Thank you very much, Muawiyah. Basically, number of 3 or 4 questions in just one question. But a critical one. For audience, I'll just take a couple of minutes to give them a preamp. Basically, a lot of things are happening around the world, and that is shaping our risk and environment, compliance environment totally. And we have entered in 2023 with multiple of challenges, which in my lifetime I have not seen they are happening at one time. We are coming out of pandemic fatigue, then there's a highest inflation, then rate of interest are rising, debts both on government level and public level are at the highest, then political uncertainty is there. And with these things, another factor is at the same time digitization at the massive pace is taking place. Regulators all over the world, rightly so, are implementing framework and bringing changes at a very fast pace. And this needs organization and all of us to be very, very agile and resilient. That is a requirement of the day. Now, हुआ ये है कि during coming back to your question regarding scarcity of resources, yes, that is there. But what we have to do, organizations are cognizant of these facts, and they are taking care of adequate measures also. But on account of uncertainty and massive regulatory changes, actually responsibility should be in your hands also. We should also be investing our time in ourselves. We should be educating ourselves so that our learning curve should be on this thing. While organizations are taking care of this thing and they don't have to miss the opportunity to train their people, because cultural learning should be embedded at the end level, so that as soon as some regulatory change or a massive incident takes place around the world, that our front end staff should be ready to face those things right away. Secondly, your question was on risk-based approach. Yes, I am all out for this. Organization should be cognizant of this fact. Risk-based approach is the name of the game. Initially, every organization should take care of their enterprise-wide risk assessment. They should know what is their risk appetite, what is their risk tolerance level, so that they should take decision based upon this data. Data-based decision should be there. And secondly, a new thing which I am tabling over here is, that could be debated later on, we all will have to learn to make decision in ambiguity. The world is changing at a very fast pace. Everything will not be documented. Sometimes you'll have to take punt and should have to take decision based on gut feeling. And answer to your third question was basically the simple answer is technology and artificial intelligence, but that is very costly at this stage. And personally, our compliance people and operations people or banking industry, run of the mill should not go. For example, for as far as our alert management or compliance issues are tabled, basically they should be decided based upon a holistic. We should be taking 360-degree view of the customers instead of taking care of high risk transaction and in isolation. At Faysal Bank, we are at very advanced stage to implement case management thing, which will be taking care of, which will be holistically taking care of the customer, and that will put pressure off from our staff also. Will not be needing 40 analysts to do this job. Basically, once they will be taking care of this thing in one go for whole of the customer transaction, that will make life easier for all of us. This is all from my side. I think I've covered your question. If anything else.
Thank you so much, Abad. Just on the industry level, what initiatives can we take, and especially what is the role of academia in this to create the pipeline for the specialized skills that we need in the industry? A few words from your side on this as well.
Yeah, industry level, as far as I know, yes, all banks are struggling here for skill set, and that normally happens whenever transition is taking place. Wherever it had happened in the history, organizations were struggling for all new things because people will have to upgrade themselves, and then organization will have to invest their time. And the kind of problem we are facing at this point in time, number of problems glaring us at once. Yes, it's a difficult thing for the time being, but still I think industry is on the right track, right investment is there, and if you will not do it, this will have to be taken care through regulators or through penal action, or bank will be facing financial losses. Ultimately, this will settle down in next couple of years.